What's up, guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of Footy Gents podcast. I am your host, Gent. Hope everyone is having a good time, and today I am joined with Eris. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. How's everything on your end?
Good, not too bad. Jasser, what's up, brother?
Good, my man. How are you?
Good. And Parsa, what are you saying, Parsa?
Good, man. I'm just excited.
Good. Alrighty, so as you can tell, this is going to be a soccer/footy related podcast. You guys might be wondering why we decided to create this podcast. Well, there's a lot of banter going on in our group chat, so why not gather all the boys and create a podcast, discuss weekly about different topics. We're going to be discussing the top 5 leagues, so EPL, La Liga, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, and Serie A.
Evie's not
Serie
gonna
A. That's
happen,
kind of
bro.
crazy.
Yeah.
My man's put the
The
Uber Eats league
Italian
first,
league
then
is
say
just-
Serie A.
And
Across
Serie A.
every Italian fan, bro.
And Serie A. So it's going to be a variety of games that we're going to be doing related to footy. Also, a little bit of in-depth analysis for certain teams and players, etc. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Hopefully, we're able to create a good community, and very excited for this. Hope everyone else in the team is excited as well. All right. So since the season is about to start, I took a look at the leagues and the different games that are coming up and tried to kind of find the most impactful game this weekend. The one that came across was Chelsea and City. And so for that reason, today we are going to be discussing a combined 11 of Chelsea and City. Now, it's not current players, so this is an all-time 11 of the two teams, all right? So there's no limit on, if they played for a certain amount of years or anything like that. It's not like peak year. For example, I don't know if you want to put Yaya Toure for that insane year that he had, you could, but it's going to be mostly just about their whole careers at these two clubs, the players that we're discussing, okay? It's going to have to be, well, not unanimous, but majority rules. For the formation, I was thinking of 4-3-3. That makes sense. What do you guys think?
I agree. I
Yeah.
think that'd be the
I'm
best
happy with
one.
that, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alrighty then. Without further ado, let us start. So we are going to be starting off with goalkeeper, okay? Now, me personally, goalkeeper, pretty easy for me. Petr Cech. I don't know about you guys. The only other
Agreed.
man in
Agreed.
contention is probably Ederson, I guess. Other than that,
No,
it's
it has to be.
Nah,
him.
you have to put, it has to be
that's-
checked. I don't
Okay.
think there's a debate there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like people consider him the best keeper in
Yeah.
the EPL.
Well, one of, but he's definitely
One
the
of,
best in
like,
the
yeah,
Prem, where
exactly,
you think
like-
about most clean
You could
sheets.
argue that,
He's
exactly,
won everything with Chelsea, right? The performance alone in the Champions League final against Bayern.
Yeah.
Top tier, that penalty save. So,
they still have the record for the least amount of goals conceded, 15
Yeah,
or
It was
something like that, right?
15,
and he
yeah,
still has
yeah.
most clean sheets in the Premier League. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So, all right.
kind of
Easy one. Easy one. Petr Cech. Left back, we have, well, I think this is pretty unanimous as well. Ashley Cole, left
Mhm.
back. The only other one that
Yeah.
comes to mind is, I don't even know who.
I mean, I was going to say
City-
Zinchenko.
No, but City,
Cancelo?
you
But-
honestly,
but
yes.
not really.
I mean,
but not really.
yeah,
like,
but
it's like
you
obviously
can't-
it's
you
Ashley
can't
Cole,
put him
but
in.
like I can't think of another left.
No,
back.
yeah, but Cancelo, if you're actually thinking about it, he's probably the best left back they've had, bro. Like City, the one position that City have been very, very short on is probably left back. Like
Yeah.
I can't think of
Which is
anyone
why he
else.
always places a center back, or he always places a center back out there. And then
Yeah.
for Chelsea, like who else do you have? Marcus Alonso. You're not going to put Marcus Alonso over
Yeah.
Ashley Cole. That makes no
No.
sense. So,
Yeah. All right. Pretty straightforward.
another
Okay.
unanimous one.
This is gonna be a quick video, I think. But anyways,
Probably.
all right, CBs. Let's do a pairing, okay? So I had Company and I had John Terry. Anyone
Okay.
disagree?
Exactly the same.
Same
like,
thing.
Okay.
When you think of Chelsea, outside of these other three names, so Czech, we already mentioned Czech. Terry's one of them. There's two more, which I'm assuming we're gonna get into later.
Yeah.
And then City, like if you think about it, Company was the captain. He was there for how long, right? Countless Prem titles. Well, not countless, but
Mhm.
4 Prem titles,
Yeah.
countless other trophies. And unfortunately, obviously, he retired before they won the Champions League. But if he had, played out a few more seasons, it's argued that he might have had a Champions League as well. So, and as a center back, he was class.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember watching him. So,
Okay. Yeah. Jasser Parsa, same CB
Yeah,
combo.
it
Same
has to be.
man. And,
Yeah.
and personally, I love John Terry. He slipped for us and won Man United the UCL.
this
So
man.
I love that boy, man. Put
This
that boy
guy.
in.
I think a fair shout would be Carvalho though. I
Yeah.
think he was class with Mourinho.
Yeah,
he
he
was.
0405. That was
Yeah.
another thing that I had like difficulty placing. But also, even more recently, if we look at the season what was that season that Ruben Diaz had? But I was like, I can't really justify putting him in just for like one class season or two where you've got John Terry and company who have had multiple
Yeah.
last season.
Crazy shout. Thiago Silva, does he have a discussion in there or not really?
He did win the Champions League.
He
Yeah.
did.
Did,
And
but
he was
was
pretty
injured in the
decent.
final. 30, what was it, like 20 minutes in?
I can't remember, to
Again,
be honest. But
he did have a good couple seasons with them. I just don't think the longevity, like,
yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
when I think Thiago Silva, I think PSG, right? So
Yeah.
he was there for a few seasons. Yes, he did win the Champions League. I'm so happy that he did because he was my captain for so long. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe an honorable mention, but I don't think he cracks in that two-man partnership there.
Not fair. Fair enough.
But if you like compare player to player, just like quality wise, I would probably put Thiago Silva over like company quality wise. But again,
same.
like
Yeah.
over like
Same.
the time company's been at City and everything, just makes more sense to put it.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Okay. All right, right back. We have, I assume, Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to be again.
I didn't have another.
You can argue Ivanovic,
choice.
but
Yeah,
probably.
I feel like I was discussing with Parsa as well, but I feel like we were discussing Walker. I feel if the conversation was brought up maybe like 3 or 4 years ago or something like that, you could have like a proper discussion about like an Ivanovic or Azpilicueta or something like that at right back. But I think like with the past few seasons that Walker's had, he kind of cemented it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing Aspi or Ivanovic pocketing Mbappe. So
Yeah.
let's be real here.
No, fair enough. Okay. All right. Yeah, defense was pretty straightforward. I think this is going to be the interesting part, the midfield. So how do we want to do it? Do we want to do a trio, all three of them together, what we have, or
I think everyone goes for it. Give your CDM, give your CM, give your cam, and
okay. All right, Parsa, you want to go first with yours?
all right. Okay, so man, I'm still thinking about the CDM now. It's tough for my cam. I have to go with KDB. You know, he's about like the closest there is to taking over Giggs' assists right now.
Yeah.
I think he's tied with Thierry Henry for like most assists in the season. And he's just insane in that role. I mean, he can score, he can create chances, he can dribble. His shooting is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else. A partnership for him at CM, I have to go with Lampard. He's just a club legend. I was thinking of Yaya Toure as a shout. I was thinking of Fabregas as a shout. CDM is tough. It's really between N'Golo Kante and Rodri for me. And I feel like if you ask me this in a few years, I'd say Rodri. But right now it's Kante for me.
So Kante, Lampard, KDB.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasser, what's yours?
Yeah, so I had the same partnership for the CMs, Lampard and KDB.
Okay.
I don't think, like, again, as Barca was saying, Fabregas is a good shout. Maybe David Silva is a good shout. But, like, David Silva is a really good shout, in my opinion. But I'm going to go with KDB and Lampard. Like, especially, like, Lampard, like, applies to, like, both teams. He literally played for both teams. I know he's, like, 1 year for Man City, but, like,
yeah,
it makes it even better. But CDM, I want to put in a name there. I want to put in Michael Essien. I think he was absolutely class for Chelsea, and I think Makelele was also very, very good for Chelsea, especially that year where they only conceded 15 goals. From Makelele, Kante, Essien, and Rodri, I think I would also go with Kante. Like Kante, like I remember that Champions League run Chelsea had. I think he may have won man of the match like almost every single game, something like that, right? He went crazy.
Yeah, he had a crazy campaign.
Yeah, and apart from that, like just as soon as he transferred from Leicester to Chelsea, like that Chelsea team transformed.
They
Like,
won
yes.
the EPL, no?
They won the
Yeah.
EPL the very
Dude, he
next
won
year
the
against
EPL
Pep as well.
with Leicester, and he goes to Chelsea.
And he wins it, yeah.
He
And
wins
that
it.
Conte team got like 90 something points or something like that.
I think it
Like
was
they were
93. I think it was 93.
Yeah, and they
I
went
might
on
be
some
wrong, maybe
insane win
95,
streak.
but
They
around
went-
there.
Yeah. They did like a 3-4-3 formation and went absolutely crazy. I remember that. But
There was something about Conte, I can't remember. It was a stat like he's one of the few players to have I forget what it was, like to have completed the game or something like that, because he's won like the
He's won, Prem, UCL,
UCL,
EL, World
yeah,
Cup.
exactly, yeah, like all
Yeah.
Was
that.
he part of the Nations League squad? But I mean,
I don't
that's,
think
that's a-
so.
to
I
me,
don't
it's
think
a
it was.
friendly trophy, but
Yeah. But yeah, Eris, do you have anything different from them?
I
or-
had the same one, but the reason I wanted to pick Kante, because look, like Parsa said, if you ask me in a few years and Rodri continues at this level, it will be him, no doubt about it. But
Yeah.
Kante, the one thing that like solidified it for me, outside of that Champions League campaign in 2021, if you see the season where he transferred to Chelsea, 16-17 with Kante, when they played the three at the back, look at all the defenders they had.
Yeah.
John Terry at 36 barely played any games. He's old. Gary Cahill. I'm better than Gary Cahill. I could probably slot in and do just as well. No offense, but okay. Christensen, who was super young at the time. David Luiz coming back from PSG. Mistakes FC out there. Like, he was covering such a just a mistake-riddled back line. And for them to hit again, I don't know if it was 93 or 95, but it was around that many points. And for him to like anchor that 3-man back line, I feel like it was insane because the quality was not there in defense. Like, I'm sorry, it was not there. And then again, obviously, as we mentioned, the Champions League performances, even the 18-19 Europa League, I know it's not the Champions League, but still, an important trophy. It just cuts it for me. And as Yasser said, Makelele, Essien, huge shouts. I can't put them ahead of Kante. And then in center mid with Lampard, Yaya is another option, but you can't keep Lampard out of that team.
Yeah.
How many goals does he have? Was it 177 or something at center mid? Or am I
Lampard?
that wrong? Yeah.
Goals in the Prem, I don't know. Overall with Chelsea, I have here 211.
He has a lot of goals.
I think he's top 5 in Prem all time, right?
Give me
He has a lot of goals. Like,
I have here with Chelsea 211 goals, 48 assists overall with Chelsea. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Crazy numbers.
Okay, well, anyways, he
did take a lot of pens though.
Oh, there we go.
He was the main pen taker as well.
I just pulled up the Premier League site. So 609 appearances, 177 goals. So yeah. Again, he's up there. You can't not put him in there. Like, I love Yaya, and I think a lot of us agree he's a talented player, an amazing player. But and then KDB is KDB. You can't really. Everybody already said everything, but it's KDB. You can't not have him. So
the thing that I was struggling with mine was at one point, like, Lampard can't stay out of the team. On the other hand, it was kind of like the balance in the midfield if you have KDB and Lampard, both of them. But honestly, like, I just don't see how Lampard cannot be in this team for everything that he's done at Chelsea. Like, phenomenal player. Mine would probably be Lampard, KDB, and then for me, it was between Kante and Makelele. I think Makelele overall is pretty underrated in my opinion. Like, a lot of people say that he defined the CDM role for that period of time. The thing is, Kante was just insane. Like, he had that 5-year period basically where he was just literally just won everything possible. And
he was untouchable in that 5-year period.
Yeah. Like, when you had Kante, it was like playing literally with like an extra body in midfield. So I think I would go for Kante as well. But I feel like we should mention just a couple of other players that deserve like a mention. So like we said, Fabregas, for example, he was insane when he went to Chelsea under Conte, right?
I know nobody mentioned. Oh, sorry. We're talking about Chelsea and City. My bad. I thought we
were
were talking about Premier League, and I completely... Sorry, I blanked out. So for everybody, that was my one moment for the night. I'm sorry.
But Fabregas, for example, was with Conte, right? They won the league with Conte.
He was bought in by Mourinho.
Okay. But they won the league when Conte was there, right? It was
Fabregas won it with Mourinho as well.
Yeah, Fabregas and Diego Costa.
16-17.
Was the Conte year.
16-17.
Yeah.
But like 14-15 as well. Like, it was crazy.
David Silva as well, bro. Like, yeah. What about
Fernandinho was also a very good CDM.
I forgot about Fernandinho, bro.
Because before even Rodri, that's who was.
Even up to 2019, before he left. Like, I don't know when he left, but I remember even up to 2019, he was still relevant. Like, he was very important in that team. He was a solid player in that team. He was great at CDM, and he was. I think he started out as like a mid or something. I don't even think he started out as a CDM. I think, like, if you look back at like where he started, I think he came from. I'm not exactly sure, but he came through the Brazilian leagues.
Where did Fernandinho come from? Was it Shakhtar?
No, like,
I forget where he came from.
Anyways, look this up.
But he's a great Shakhtar, right? Yeah,
it was Shakhtar. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was great. Yeah, I completely forgot about Fernandinho, but he was class for the years that he was there before Rodri was like a thing.
He was, but that's the thing with the fact that like how Kante and how Rodri have performed in these like more recent years.
Yeah,
it overshadows him again. Not to discredit him because he has had an absolutely fantastic career with City. It's just
I feel like quite a few
standards have been elevated.
I feel like quite a few people that are probably older than us would honestly say Makelele could be in there as the CDM. It's just maybe like it's kind of like a recency bias where we've seen more of Kante, but like the things that I've heard about Makelele is just like when they talk about him in the EPL, especially like from Chelsea fans that I hear, like they just have such great words for him. But yeah, even Bernardo Silva, I was thinking about it, bro, but I think he's so class. I think he's one of the most underrated midfielders that play nowadays. Like you can literally slot him in any position, like even at left back at times, and he would just do his job. Maybe in a few years, if he stays at City, maybe he could have a shout. But yeah, I'm thinking from the top of my head if there's anyone else. But David Silva, Yaya Toure, like we mentioned, he probably had, well, maybe with Kante, like the best like peak year, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like he was just off the charts. Was it 13-14?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Under
20
Mancini,
goals,
right? It
something
was
assists,
or was
14.
it?
I don't know how many assists, but it's crazy. He had like 20-something goals in the Prem. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torre. Yeah, 20 goals, and like it was like insane like free kicks too. He had like multiple free kick goals.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yeah,
just on.
He had that one solo run against Villa.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah, I
Crazy,
remember that.
crazy, bro.
Didn't he score against United that year or no?
Why you have to bring that up?
Did
I
he?
don't know, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe
Potentially. It's not in my memory.
he could have. Yeah,
I
but
deleted it. So are we settled on the?
I think so.
Yeah, we have to,
Yeah.
right?
I think so. I think Rodri will be up there in a few years.
I think so, too. Yeah.
But as of right now, yeah, I have to go with
TVG will not be because we're not doing an all-time prem.
unless he comes
Oh,
back
man.
from retirement
Yeah,
and joins
join.
one of the big
Oh.
boys. But yeah, okay then. Yeah, pretty straightforward so far. Okay, then let's see if we have any major differences.
Could we move into the right midfield role? Because I know we talked about.
Yeah, I feel like this
Sure.
one.
I know we
Yeah,
talked.
yeah.
Okay, so I know we talked about Silva a lot. I know he primarily
Okay.
was kind of like in the end of his career at City. He was he was a playmaker. He was a cam. He was a CM. But earlier on, he did start out playing on the wings, and
He did play a right midfielder and stuff like that.
exactly he did. And if you ask me to rate some of the best left-footed players in the league in recent time, I think he's top 5, man. I think it's
Yeah. Let me
Giggs
see.
is 1, Salah is 2, and I might honestly give David Silva the 3rd or 4th spot.
Oof, I disagree with that, but we'll wait till my
But-
turn gets here.
and, and
top 3 left-footed players in the Prem?
I'm saying he could fit into the top 5. I'm not talking all time, I'm not going really back. I'm not going 30, 40 years back. Because then we're talking about people that I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in recent times, in the last 15 years, for example, right?
He had a sick left. I can't lie. I'm not Salah is up there maybe.
Who
Um,
else is up
Van
there for
Persie.
yours?
Lefties.
So who I put at right wing, and I
yeah,
might
just
get
say
some
it
for this.
because we're there.
Riyad Mahrez,
Yeah. So
one
Mars
of the
is
most
up there.
criminally underrated players in the Prem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
You could always
and-
put Bernardo
underrated.
Silva up there as well as a right winger. That's what
Yeah.
I was
You
thinking.
could,
to
and
be
that's
honest.
the thing. I was looking through, and there wasn't any out and out right wingers that were amazing. Obviously, there's Mahrez.
Yeah.
Foden played a couple games outright, but not enough for me to give him that shout.
And he hasn't played long enough either, yeah.
Yeah, he's played more games for City than Mahrez has, but most of his games have come in the attacking mid or the left side as opposed to the right. So I couldn't justify putting him at right. Another name that came to mind was Ian Robin, but he had only been there. He played fewer than half the
Barely
games I think that
anything,
Mahrez did. He played about 100 and something.
Yeah, not enough.
Fewer goals, fewer assists. Just didn't have the time there. If this was a Bayern team, Ian Robin slots right in.
Yeah.
But Mahrez for me was just sensational. Even when he came from Leicester to City, he won another 4 Prems. He won that Champions League. Before they even got Haaland, he was instrumental in the attack, in creating and in scoring. He was at one point one of their top creators and one of their top 3 or 4 scorers. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to look up the stat. But for me, that I couldn't overlook that, and I feel like he definitely slots into that right wing spot for me.
His
I think
first
that's-
touch is
I think that's
crazy,
fair.
bro. Mars'
His
first touch is
first touch
crazy, bro.
and his dribbling,
Yeah.
insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think he was very underrated.
I think I had Juan Mata at Chelsea was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He had
I
a
don't
couple
think
great
played
seasons.
right
He
wing
too.
assisted
he assisted to Drogba, right? From the corner? I swear it was
Yeah.
him, yeah. Yeah, against Bayern.
Also left-footed, right?
Yeah, Juan
Yeah.
Mata was Juan
He
Mata
was-
was a decent player. Yeah,
Very
very
should
good.
mention him in the midfield,
even
though.
at
And then he went
United,
to
he was
United.
decent. I mean, he wasn't bad at United, but like,
He
I
wasn't
mean, he
bad.
wasn't
That goal
Chelsea
against
level.
Liverpool, I remember that. I always
Yeah.
remember that
He
one.
was good for the first few years with us.
Yeah, he was
After
decent for
that,
the
it was
first few years.
obviously age and everything.
Yeah, I think Mahrez is definitely closer. I think I'm still gonna have to go with David Silva, even though I feel
So-
like Mahrez is like, I don't know.
Yeah, so David Silva, Parsa,
Yeah.
Mahrez, Ares, Jasper. Who did you go for? Did you say
I went for
Bernardo?
Bernardo Silva. Right, with Bernardo Silva.
We're all
No, man,
going
we're
different.
that's mixed with.
I
No.
would have Mahrez as well personally.
Then we have to go with Mahrez.
There is a name that I'm gonna mention, but I'm probably gonna mention a little bit down the line to potentially maybe discuss it with you guys. But anyways,
Why are you teasing us, man?
yeah, I would go.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. In a few minutes, but yeah, I would probably go with Mahrez. So 2 Mahrez, 1. So majority rules. Does that
I
mean
guess.
we're going with?
I'm
Riyad
fine with
Mahrez.
By
that.
the
I
skin of
think,
his teeth, he gets it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's fine because if you are playing a KDB in that role and you are playing Lampard, I think having like someone that's like a more direct threat like Mahrez
That
would
makes
probably
sense.
fit better into that position.
Yeah.
And I think it does make sense.
Yeah, and with Mahrez, he can, like as we mentioned, he's got the skills. He can dribble past opponents, and not only can he score, but he can assist and pass with that like cut inside left. So I feel like it provides more options as well. So it's not just if we're looking at a team like, for example, with balance, it's not just KDB or somebody else creating. We have like multiple outlets of creation there.
Plus, that brother's a G, bro. You seen that clip of where he's talking to his wife or something like
Oh,
that about going to Saudi?
That's the game in it.
That killed me, bro. That in it was so flawless, bro. Like that was literally like an Englishman saying it. It's part of the
That's
game, innit? Yeah, whatever he says. Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, so Riyad Mahrez is our right winger. You guys want to go with striker or left wing? What do you prefer?
I think
we
left
should leave
wing's already
striker for
decided.
last because
So
that
left?
is a debate. I feel like left
Okay.
winger.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Okay, so
Left wing's already
Ah.
decided.
Left wing is decided. Yeah, we know. We don't have to name it. We don't have to talk about it. Let's just
no,
go
I
with
want
that.
to talk about it. I want to discuss it. Okay,
only
so
one option, bro.
left wing, Jasser. Who do you have?
Eden Hazard.
Okay, Parsa,
Same.
Eris.
Hazard, bro. Like you can't not have Hazard.
I do have Hazard. I do want to bring up a name though that
Don't
I
say
think
Joe Cole, bro.
no that
Don't say Raheem Sterling, bro.
I was gonna say
Joe Cole
Sterling.
might have played out on the right.
I was gonna
I
say
don't
Sterling.
think-
I think Sterling
Don't get
is
me wrong.
criminally underrated, bro. Especially
is.
the last few years at Chelsea and stuff like that. But like this brother, I'm pretty sure he's like top 3 players in terms of goals under Pep or something like that. With what I
He's
remember.
the first, actually. He's number 1. He's
Or
got
second?
the most goals
No,
for Pep.
no. Messi's number 1. No,
No.
We gotta
Sterling
Google
is
this,
literally
bro.
the most
I know
highest goal
it's
scorer for
I know
Pep.
it's Messi and Sterling, but I don't know
One sec,
who's
let me
number
check.
1.
You
Is it
gotta
actually
Google
him? That's
Messi
crazy.
211.
Actually,
Sterling has 120.
no.
He's third.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
So who is it?
Must be
Aguero
Messi,
is
it's
second,
correct.
and then Messi is first. Yeah, so it's Messi, Aguero.
So there you go. Yeah,
Sterling.
he's in the
It
top
must
3.
have been for City.
He's in the
That's
top
pretty
3, bro.
insane.
That's what I'm
pretty
saying,
insane.
like,
I
I
did
think
not know
he's
that. That's a crazy
Still,
stat.
yeah.
I'll give you the stats that I have here for Sterling, all right? So he was at City from 2015 to 2022. Appearances, 339. Goals, 131. Assists, 73. 4 EPLs, 5 Carabao Cups, 1 FA Cup. So, like, the fact that you guys were saying, like, yo, it's just decided right away, Hazard.
No,
I
it's
just
a
feel like-
definite shout, but I feel
But that's
like
the thing, though, yeah.
Hazard in that left wing role was something else at Chelsea.
No, I agree with that. Like, I think Hazard is, like, a much better player than him. I'm just saying, like, I think Sterling is a little bit, like, swept under the rug, if you know what I mean. Like, even right
Yeah.
now, when we were discussing him, it was kind of like, Jasser said, don't say Sterling, bro. The thing is,
No, he's
Sterling-
right. Sterling was solid at City. I think like
Yeah.
recency bias.
especially when it was
He's
him and
been, like-
Sane, bro. Him and Sane.
That's
Oh,
what I
that
was
both
saying.
of them?
yo.
That was lethal,
Yeah.
bro. That
Dude,
pace up and down
that
both
was insane.
flanks.
Also, is Sane a shout over Mars right now?
No,
Could he
no.
play
If
into that role?
if
I
he
don't
was
think
there
so.
longer, I
Yeah,
think so.
longer and definitely, but no, because he left for Bayern and just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
there
He had
to-
2 great seasons.
But
Like, two
love-
really
I-
great
he
seasons.
I
did, but,
love
like,
that Sane,
longevity.
Sterling, Aguero, bro. Oh my lord, that was so sexy. That was my team on FIFA, bro. With them 3 up top, like I would play with City always,
That was
just because.
an annoying team to play against. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think Sterling. Now, the thing that I wanted to discuss as well is, would you guys, for example, either Hazard or Sterling on the right, like kind of fit both of them in the team instead of Mahrez? Would that be a possibility
I
or
would do
no?
that.
I don't think I would. I wouldn't put Sterling over Mahrez. Personally.
You wouldn't put
Again,
Sterling
that's
over
personal.
Mahrez.
It's majority. I'm open to whatever.
Now
but
the thing is, I can't remember. Has Sterling played as a right winger? I'm pretty sure he has. No.
Let me
Look, I
take a
think it
look.
also depends on who we put as striker. Because, like, if you have, like, two creators on the wing, for
Yeah.
me, the striker becomes more of a target man that should be there. Therefore,
Okay.
I would put Drogba instead of Aguero.
Okay.
Now, if you want to have more of, like, a scoring thing
Yeah.
going on between all three guys, and, like, one creator, then it makes sense. Hazard, Sterling,
But are we
Aguero.
thinking? Are we thinking about it
So-
like this? Because if we were thinking about it
No,
like
we
this,
can't- we
then
can't do that.
Lampard
We-
and
but-
Lampard and
Yeah.
KDB shouldn't be there. If we're
Yeah.
thinking about it like
I
this,
guess so.
That's
I
the
guess
thing.
so.
So we're just
No.
talking about
Sterling's-
what they
I
did
just
in the
wanted to-
EPL with their teams. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead with
Okay.
Sterling.
Just getting back to Sterling. So yeah, he's got almost 200 games at right wing. Obviously more at left, but he's got almost 200
So,
games at right wing.
Honestly,
so,
if I'm talking about what they did with their respective teams, I think Sterling did more than what Mahrez did with City.
I think
Maybe-
I
don't know
I
about
didn't
that. I
know
think
these stats,
Mahrez-
man. That's crazy.
Maybe Mahrez did more overall because of what he did with Leicester as well. But I think
no, not with Leicester. I just mean with City in general. Like he's done more, I think, than what Sterling would have done.
I don't know, man.
Let
For
me-
me,
Statistically, no, but, like,
I
team
just-
composition-wise, but we're not going that route.
I'm pretty sure they both won Player of the Year, Sterling and Mahrez. Mahrez 100% he did, but I'm pretty
Mahrez
sure
won it at Leicester though. Mahrez won it at
Yeah,
Leicester. He didn't win
Sterling won
thing.
it at City. So
Right, but Mahrez did win the treble and was an integral part at City, where Sterling wasn't.
But that was also a better team than the team Sterling played with.
Yeah, but we're not taking like.
plus when they won the UCL, did he start the final? Mahrez didn't start the final. I swear.
Let's
No, he
see
didn't.
here.
I don't think Mahrez started. Honestly, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I would have Sterling over Mahrez, bro. In terms of what they did at City, I think they're both underrated, but I think people have forgotten how good Sterling was at City, just because he's become like kind of like a joke now at Chelsea.
That's the thing. It's like the recency, right? It's the recency
Yeah.
bias of like
And it
how
could
bad
be
he's gone.
like the difference in how they both left. Mahrez left, the treble winner.
Yeah, Mahrez
Sterling
did
left.
not start because
after
they started
he-
Grealish. That's wild.
Yes.
Starting Grealish.
So yeah, exactly. I
Pep
remember
ball,
it.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. So
Wild.
I would have Sterling over Mahrez. That's just my opinion. You guys can stick with Mahrez, but I thought it was like something that you can actually
I
discuss.
watched a lot of Sterling, and like honestly, he was such a threat. And
was.
honestly, I would take him over.
Oh.
I would take him over Mahrez.
now it's
I'm
fine. Like I
going
said,
two for
No,
that.
like I
I
said,
don't
that's
know,
fine.
man.
I'm fine with that. Again, I personally would take Mahrez, but if you guys want to go majority rules, I'm fine with that. in
But no,
terms
it's
of-
50-50 right now. That's the
What
thing.
else?
No,
What are you saying?
Because here's the thing, like, for me, Sterling, he scored a lot of goals for City, right? He was one of those players that, like, I feel like he benefited, in my opinion, from the fact that City had so many creators around them. They had, like, Mahrez, they had Kevin De Bruyne, they had David Silva. And I remember this was before Haaland, obviously, so he scored a lot of goals and stuff. Individually, like, player-wise, like, forget all the stats and everything. Like, when you look at the kind of players they both are, I think that Mahrez is, like, a much more pleasing to the eye kind of player. Right? It's like, we can't, like, always go
Yeah,
with
no.
stats here, but, like...
I see
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I feel like he was more of a product. Like, I don't want to, like, discredit Sterling. He was amazing,
But do you
I
think
feel
that
like he really benefited.
do you think the difference in quality is that big between both of them?
I think in terms of like the way they play, I would say Mahrez is a good amount more skilled and
Yeah.
more like an adaptable kind of player. Whereas Sterling, I'm telling you, like he's amazing. He gets past players and all that, but like he benefited a lot off that City system that was going around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that's why I would put Mahrez over Sterling. Like
The
I
thing
know
is-
Sterling's stats and everything.
What I'm thinking about right now is I'm thinking about their best season at City as well, and I think Sterling had a better peak
Dude, look
season
at
than
these
Mahrez
stats
as
are
well.
insane, man.
Like when they
Who's
had
the
100
stats, yeah?
points, the Centurions. I'm pretty sure Sterling had an insane season that year, bro, and he was missing Bear as well. Let alone if he was not.
What year was that? 2019?
That was the
18,
year that
19.
that was the year that they lost.
No, sorry, 17, 18.
Was it the
17,
year
18.
they lost to Tottenham? I'm pretty sure it was.
No,
yeah.
Dude.
no, it wasn't. That was a year before that. They
I'm
lost
looking
to
at Sterling's stats right now. It's insane. 2018, 18 goals, 11 assists. 2018, 2019, 17 goals, 10 assists.
Right, but
2019, 2020, 20 goals, 1 assist. I mean, he's clearly just scoring that
Okay.
season.
Yeah.
But Mahrez, if you look at it, 21, 22, 24 goals, 9 assists in all comps. So
Yeah.
Mahrez does the same thing.
That's the thing. I think it's debatable. That's why I brought it up. But
No, it is valid.
The thing
I'm
is,
happy
we
you
have
brought it up because this
two-
gives us that.
we have
that-
2v2 now. So what are we doing?
I
are we
think this-
flipping a coin? Or are we calling
No,
Sultan
I think-
over?
I think this is going to be
we could call Sultan
for
over.
the viewers. to
For the
decide.
viewers?
Honestly, yeah,
Yeah,
we might
fair,
as well
yeah.
leave it for the
Yeah,
viewers.
we'll leave it at them. Okay, yeah. Okay,
But
we'll do it
both
like
are
that.
very valid. So
Yeah.
no matter what
But
comes
also,
out
it's like
of
one
it,
thing
it's
is
a
like
solid
if we are
team.
deciding for the right winger position, that's what we're deciding for, right?
Yep.
I feel like again, then we have to also consider the fact that Sterling played much more on the left, and his best probably seasons came on the left as well, right? Whereas
Probably.
Mahrez
That's
was
one of the
always
reasons I
predominantly a right
discredited
winger.
Foden, for example, because Foden could have easily slotted in a right wing spot because he has played it, but only about like 30 or 40 games he's played on the right
I don't think he
side.
would have gone in any of my winger
No.
positions. Foden, I can't lie.
That's not, dude. I would have taken Silva if that's the case, then.
I
No, that's fine,
I
I'm
love,
just saying.
I love Foden, but I don't
Oh,
think
I hate Foden,
as of
and
right
I'm
now, I don't
saying
think, I don't think he would make
So
it
I
as of
hate
right now.
Foden.
Yeah, I dislike
Those
Foden.
English?
Foden and Garnacho are two people
For future
on
reference,
site.
Eris hates anything that has to do with England, basically.
No, I hate Garnacho too. He's Argentinian. That's nothing to
English
do with it.
and United. Yeah,
Fair.
I fixed it for you. But
Just
there
because
we
of
go,
that
there we go.
Rashford and Mbappe interaction.
Yes,
Trust.
post the
guy-
pic. Post the pic. Post the pic.
all right,
bro.
yeah. So we have 2 for Sterling, 2 for Mars. We'll just let the viewers decide for that one. So let us know what you guys think. Now, last spot available is a striker. Who said it was debatable? Did Eris say it was debatable
No,
or
I said
Jasser?
you can debate it. I said
You can
Honestly,
debate
you
it.
can debate it.
I don't think you can,
But-
bro. I think this
Don't
one
get me
is
wrong. I know who I'm picking, but you can debate the other way. Is what
Aguero
I'm saying.
is who I'm picking.
Same. I'm picking Aguero, but you can argue for Drogba. You can
Jasser?
argue.
The reason why I was saying we should debate it is because of like the team composition, but then again, you said we're not going down that route, right? It's like we're going
No,
around
yeah,
like
it's just player for
how-
player, like what
Yeah,
they did
okay,
with
like-
their team.
So then we're all in
technically
agreement.
speaking,
Lukaku.
yes, Aguero, but I'm gonna choose Drogba because Aguero hurt me a lot in the past, and
Damn,
I
this
don't
guy's
like
going
him.
for bias
Man,
right
he's
now.
I was about to cry, bro. Grab him a Kleenex box or something,
Damn.
bro.
But Parsa,
I
are you
was a
going?
kid, bro. I was a kid.
Are you going for
I
Aguero,
shouldn't have
Parsa?
experienced that.
If I want someone clinical up there, I'm gonna have to go with Aguero. Like Drogba was amazing for the team in terms of his work ethic and what he could do up top. And he was so clutch and like
Bro,
Oh,
big
Aguero
But-
alone.
Please relax.
Stop, bro.
You're giving him
You're gonna give me
PTSD, man.
seizures, bro. But yeah, Aguero, man, like insane.
He has the best goal to game ratio as well in the
I think
EPL.
Haaland has it right now, but
Does he?
No?
Yeah, Holland
yeah,
has it.
it has
He
to be
broke it?
Haaland.
Yeah, Holland's got I think 90 and 98 or something like that.
I also think
against
Thierry
England.
Henry
That
was still
robot.
ahead of Aguero, no?
No. Aguero, unless Haaland broke it, Aguero was number 1. I
Was
remember
Thierry
that for
not
sure.
the first? Are you serious?
No,
No,
it was
Aguero
Aguero.
was-
He had like
I'm
point.
pretty sure Holland's number 1 right now. He's ridiculous.
I have to
I don't
check
know.
this out
Maybe,
now,
but
give me
Aguero played a
second.
lot of more games, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, time will tell.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you went for all right. Drogba is not like someone that you find off the street. He's a very good player. So let's discuss him a little bit as well. Obviously, very clutch as a player. He had big moments for Chelsea. He didn't score the most goals. That's the thing. But when he did score, he scored on big occasions, such as the UCL final. Arsenal, he loved to score against Arsenal, I remember.
Oh,
No.
That brother loved that. But yeah, so
Love the Wembley goal as well. Every time he went to Wembley, scored
yeah,
goals.
and a lot of EPL defenders, with what I've seen, say that he was like one of the worst players to play against because he was like a tank, basically. Like, so Drogba, big up. He was a complete striker, but for me, I would probably go with Aguero as well, just because, yeah, Aguero was complete as well, and he was just so clinical. I don't know. That's just me
sorry, so I
personally. Yeah.
Just
No.
pulled it up. Aguero in the Prem. Give me 1 second. It's 184 in 275 appearances.
Yeah.
And then who are we saying was
Haaland.
Haaland.
Oh no, we already know Haaland's ahead, but I think we were talking about. Was it Henry or someone?
Henry's not there, bro. It's Aguero.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I know. It's
It's
not
Aguero,
175
Haaland,
and 258.
I think even Shearer's above Henry
it's
or something like
close.
that.
Give me a second. No, like, yeah.
Goals per game. I'm pretty sure. No, but it's not Henry, bro. It's Aguero 100%. Like it was him, unless Haaland broke it
Okay,
recently.
so we have our picks.
Yeah,
For
basically.
and we have our second shout. It has to be Drogba.
Yeah.
Can
You
we?
got-
you
yeah.
guys have a third shout you would like to mention?
Lukaku.
Because I would like to.
I'm just
I was
kidding,
just gonna
I'm
say
kidding.
Diego
Donkey,
Costa
bro.
was fucking amazing. Like in those
Ooh.
3
That one,
seasons,
oh yeah, those like 2 or 3 seasons were crazy.
The Fabregas
but I
season
don't.
with Kante.
he won
Yeah, but I don't
EPL
think that's
twice with
enough,
them. No,
though.
Twice or once? Did it? Was it twice? That's crazy if he did.
Twice. One under Mourinho and one under Kante.
2014
Oh,
season,
wow.
2015 and
2016.
16.
Yeah,
17.
yeah. I think so, yeah.
I think he banged like almost 20 goals.
But that's the thing, the longevity is probably the only
It's
issue with
only
Diego
it was
Costa.
only like a few years exactly, but
Yeah. Yo,
Man, man.
Diego Costa was insane,
At
bro.
Chelsea was a menace, bro. Like,
That
like
guy was
he's spitting on you, he's rubbing his boogers on you. You know,
that guy
he's
was
just. I would not
pure
want to defend that
entertainment,
guy. Yeah,
bro.
he was
Class,
amazing.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
No,
class isn't the right word for him. Just you know what I mean? Like
he was just he was a thug, bro. Like
he was-
literally,
yeah, but like
literally a
unbelievable,
thug.
yeah.
But like as a neutral, especially, you just love to watch him, bro.
Oh
It was
man,
just like
shithouse,
So
bro.
entertaining.
Crazy.
yeah.
No,
No,
100%.
that's a good shout as well. Are we doing? I mean, honestly, yeah, coach as well. Do you guys want to do coach? I mean, you could debate
Mourinho.
Pep versus
I have to go with
Jose.
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Really?
Mourinho.
Yeah,
Mourinho's
man.
my
I'm
goat.
sorry.
I
He's
can't.
like.
Well, I'm gonna go for
He's the
Pep,
best,
obviously,
bro.
because I think he's the
No, Pep
goat.
is more accomplished, and
Yeah.
he literally has the argument
So
for the.
wait. So why are we going for Mourinho over Pep?
He's just
Mourinho's
more
just a
iconic
better
for me,
manager
man.
for
Mourinho.
these two teams.
But we're not doing it like that. If it was like that, we would have had random mans in our teams.
He's
We
just
bi-
such a Chelsea legend. I think with all the history that Chelsea's had and all the like City's still like a recently relative team, right?
115 charges.
Okay. And I know like there's been great coaches before Pep that came to City and won the Premier League as well. And how many coaches even won the Premier League before Pep at City? It was just
Mancini and
Mancini,
Pellegrini.
Pellegrini.
so it's
I don't
two
know
other
about
people.
like the 60s, but you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't alive back
So
then.
I don't know. I just feel like
Who has a better
Every Chel-
legacy? Who has a better legacy in the EPL, Mourinho or Pep?
how many times did Pep win the UCL with Chelsea?
Wait,
Mourinho, you
huh?
mean?
Mourinho, yeah.
Mourinho didn't win
Zero.
with Chelsea.
He didn't win it with Chelsea.
Never.
No.
No, he had
But
3
again,
Prems
we're
with
doing
Chelsea.
EPL, so don't worry about the UCL.
Okay.
We're doing EPL right now. So
Okay, if that's the case, then yeah. As much as I hate to say, because
like, I
I
just
still,
don't see how Jose is over Pep.
I don't want to be biased.
EPL legacy, yeah.
I like Mourinho more than Pep. But yeah, if we're talking legacy and everything, then yeah, I have to say Pep.
Bro, like quadruple, Centurions, 4 in a row. Like
Quadruple.
yeah. Quadruple. They did a
4 in
quadruple.
a row. 4 prems.
No, but a quadruple.
Domestic quadruple.
Yeah, domestic.
With your favorite Community Shield.
Yeah, domestic quadruple. They did that as well. It was a quadruple year, bro. They called it that. It
It
was,
technically was, yeah. They
yeah,
did call
like,
that.
they called it that. Was it the first team that did it or no? I think
the
it
first
was.
male team because they were
Yeah,
arguing
yeah,
who was it, the female. I don't know who
male
did
team.
it.
So
but-
like, I just don't see how
McDonald's
Jose is over
Community
Pep,
Shield.
bro. If we're doing a combined team right now in terms of
listen, for me, it's just personal bias. Like Mourinho's
like
my
Zlatan,
goat,
bro.
bro.
The
Like,
exact
I
same thing.
can't,
I was about to say the
bro.
exact
Like
same thing, bro.
Mourinho is he's just my goat, bro. That man did wonders, and even with Chelsea, he worked wonders. Yes, he had the fallout at the end with the Eva, whatever her name was,
Yep.
which sucks, and obviously that tarnishes part of like his legacy there. But you can't overlook the stuff that he did, and he did it in a time where he had to compete against Sir Alex Ferguson and Wenger.
Exactly.
Guardiola did have Klopp. I'm not arguing that. I'm not taking anything away from Guardiola, but Mourinho did compete against those two legends of the game. Whereas Guardiola did it in the Champions League with Barca, but he never did it with City. So like it's a toss up. Look, I understand both ways. I'm just
That's a
sticking with
good case.
Mourinho personally.
We're at a standstill here.
Let me say something.
yeah.
I think.
It's a podcast, bro. That's what you're supposed to do.
Let me go. One sec. But
Oh man.
look at the teams that both of them inherited when Mourinho first came to Chelsea versus what Pep inherited at City. I feel like, in my opinion, Pep inherited a pretty good Man City team that had a lot
Are we sure
going for
about
them.
that?
I
What
need
was
to
the
look this
team?
up,
It was
man.
okay.
It
What was
wasn't
the
the
team at
best. It
City?
wasn't
It
the
was
best.
Hold on.
it wasn't
the
How
best.
many Premier Leagues did Chelsea win before Mourinho? In the past, like, let's say before Mourinho came, like 10 years before that, nothing. They were barely a top 4 team. They were barely. They
They
were.
barely won an FA
irrelevant.
Cup with Ruud Gullit.
They
so-
barely did anything. Mourinho came and made that Chelsea team damn well invincible.
and he brought in a
Whereas
bunch of like players like
Pep
Carvalho
Guardiola
from
came.
Porto.
He's got the backings of like. Okay, no. To be fair,
Are you
Mourinho
telling me
had,
Abramovich didn't spend money?
I just said that. I just said that. But I don't know. I feel like when you look at the two teams inherited, Pep definitely came into a more favorable situation than Mourinho.
I don't know, yo. While he's talking, someone pull that up right now because I'm pretty sure Pep
No.
didn't.
I agreed with that. I agree
I'm
with that.
gonna check.
Abramovich
Give me a
went crazy.
second.
No,
Like, that's
but
why I
I'm
corrected
saying
myself.
I'm pretty sure the team that Pep inherited was this guy had company was Aguero was probably his best player at the time.
Give
No,
me 1 second. I'm pulling up Chelsea. What
And
is
then-
it? So he went 04-05, so 03-04. That's the team I'm
and
looking
then
at then.
comp
A 35-year-old Marcel Desailly. Oh my god.
class.
William Gallas, 26, fair. He had John Terry, which is respectable, obviously, makes sense.
Yep.
Let's go down. The rest of the defense, nothing to write home about.
Petit.
31. He got Makalele, if you remember, from Madrid, because
Yeah.
Petit at 33 again, or aging. That's
Yep.
a bit rough.
Pass.
Lampard, which is great.
Yep.
Veron,
Someone pull up.
Veron.
Sorry, someone pull up Pep.
That's
Can someone
good.
pull up Pep while he's doing this?
Joe Cole
what
at
year was
22,
that?
another good shout. And then he
What year
had
did
wow,
Pep-
they
Man
had
City
Hernan
15,
Crespo at the
16.
time. Interesting.
Who
I
did
don't
he have?
remember.
Crespo?
Crespo, but I don't think he
Oh,
stayed there. If you remember, he
yeah.
went to remember 0405 he went to Milan. In Istanbul it was Crespo. So yeah, he didn't have Crespo there. Crespo went out.
Okay. Okay.
And then he brought in Didier Drogba.
Yeah,
He
Drogba.
brought
Yeah.
in Ian Robin. He brought in, let's see here. Where's Carvalho? He should be here. Yeah,
He
Ricardo
is from
Carvalho
Porto.
to partner up. Yeah, and he brought in Petr Cech. So
Yeah. Yeah.
he brought in some solid players, but he didn't inherit the best
Okay.
team.
What about
had great
City?
players.
Okay,
Who did
so-
Pep inherit?
You've got Aguero as a pretty good player.
Company.
You got Raheem Sterling. You got David Silva. You got Kevin De Bruyne.
Joe Hart.
You got
in there.
Yaya Toure. You have Fernandinho. You have
They were there
Jesus
before
Navas.
Pep went.
Samir Nasri,
no,
bro.
this was he's inheriting this team
Yeah.
from Manuel Pellegrini.
All these players were there when Pep went. Yaya
Yes.
Toure and everyone.
Yes.
I don't think De
Yes.
Bruyne. De Bruyne
Every one of them was there.
transferred,
De
I
Bruyne,
think.
I'm pretty
De
sure
Bruyne
he bought him
brought-
from Wolves.
Yeah,
No,
De
no,
Bruyne
no,
he
no.
brought.
De Bruyne came 15-16. Pellegrini.
Yeah, but that's when Pep inherited. No, Pep inherited 16-17.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at Man
No.
City's 15-16 squad right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at
That's
that
the
too.
team that he
Damn.
inherited.
So
without
yeah, no,
any
that's
transfers made.
way better than the
Yeah,
team
that's
that
better.
And he had
Mourinho
Bro.
company. He
Sterling,
had, like,
Aguero, Fernandinho, David Silva,
bro, like come on, like
Otamendi,
he
Torre,
inherited a pretty good
Navas,
team. Do you remember
Kevin De
what Mourinho
Bruyne.
said? Remember Mourinho's interview? This is football heritage. Amendi.
He had
This-
Samir
this-
Nasri,
this,
who was
like-
like pretty like. I mean,
Yeah,
he
no.
was like inconsistent, but he was kind of class. Vincent
I
Company.
don't remember all.
Bro,
of
these
them
are
there
some
when
good
Pep-
players, bro.
These are some good
Again,
players,
for
man.
Mourinho, he did have Terry, Lampard, a couple like Makalele and who was it, Joe Cole and all that. But
I feel like Terry had the more. Mourinho had the more like established players that he inherited, with the names that you just brought
I mean,
up.
I guess yeah, because
And
with
then
Makalele
like,
and Petit, for
KDB
example,
at
they
that
were in their
time, he
30s.
wasn't as big as he is right now, and Sterling as well. He wasn't as big, even though he was decent.
Yeah.
But like Pep was the one who created him into.
David Silva was fantastic.
But Terry kind of had
Silva
like
was,
the
yeah.
like he kind of had the more. I mean, Mourinho kind of had the more like aging team. I feel like, whereas
Mhm.
City
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
he had to
younger-
rebuild
He
that.
did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I
I
said,
kind of
Desailly
want to change to
35,
Mourinho
Makalele
now,
31.
but
yeah.
No, no,
This
but-
is
but
what I
no,
mean. Like,
no.
look at what they both inherited, bro.
Yo,
Like,
but like Pep's like domination is just abuse, and it's made EPL fans like just want to cry.
You mans
including
literally
myself.
want him to leave, bro, as soon as
So-
possible.
So for the sake of
sure it is,
argument and for the sake of the fans again, for another topic to discuss, I do want it to be a draw because I do think
Okay.
it's close. So I'll go with Pep as well.
All right.
So it's 2v2. So
Both are great. Both are great shouts.
yeah, exactly.
Do we have any honorable mentions in any of the other coaches? Like, are we thinking like a Conte?
I think it's just-
Conte.
I think it's just
Pellegrini,
thumbs up,
like you
Mancini?
can,
Okay,
but like I
fair
think
enough.
those are.
Honorable.
I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, would
Yeah,
anyone else?
Conte was the one that got them the UCL year,
No,
right?
you can.
No.
no.
Was that
No,
was
no.
that
No.
Tuchel? Tuchel?
That was Tuchel, yeah,
and Di
Tuchel-
Di Matteo.
yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
the two.
Tuchel
Tuchel,
anyway.
right after he took
Di
us to
Matteo
a
was
final, and
like
he got sacked.
6 months of like
Yeah,
absolute craziness.
I'm just saying
and then
he
got-
was
yeah,
the coach that got
Yeah.
him a UCL. Yeah. All right, so that's basically our 11. So I'm just gonna go through it one more time, okay? So in net we have Petr Cech, left back we have Ashley Cole, CB duo we have Terry and Company, right back we have Walker, and then our midfield is Kante, Frank Lampard, and Kevin De Bruyne. Right wing is a 50-50 between Mahrez and Sterling, which we'll let you guys decide. Left wing, we have Eden Hazard. And then striker, we have Aguero, we said, right? And then
Yeah.
coach, 50-50 as well.
Yes.
We'll let you guys decide, Mourinho or Pep. And that is basically our combined 11, Chelsea versus City. Quickly, what do you guys think will happen in the game? Do you think City will win easily or?
City 4-1. is what
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking.
like
Oh, wow.
It's at the bridge, right? It's at the bridge.
I
don't
believe so.
care
I
where it
believe
is.
I believe it's Chelsea
I
City, yeah.
think-
well, I mean,
I
think
think
of
City
last
will win,
season, bro.
But it's not going to be like an absolute like demolishment job or
Dude.
something. I feel like first game of the season at
Yep.
home, everyone will be hyped up for Chelsea and stuff. Let's say get 2-0, 2-1 to City. Something
Chelsea
like
was surprising against City last year, though. Wasn't it like the 3-3 game?
Yeah.
The 4-4.
4-4
with Cole Palmer.
something like that,
I
yeah.
Like,
think-
it was an
Yeah.
insane game, right? Like, it was one of like, that was probably one of the craziest
Okay.
games of the season.
In that
That's
case,
great.
I'll be a little bit more fair. I'll go 4-2. I'll give
Alright.
Chelsea
4-2.
goals. Yeah.
Jasser, what'd you say? 2-1?
2-0 or 2-1. 2-0 or
Okay.
2-1.
Parsa?
I don't think Chelsea scores. I don't think they're organized enough to score against that team. So I think it's going to be a 2-0.
For me, it's either a 3-0 or a 3-1. I'm going to go for a 3-1 for City. between that or that for
So
me.
we've all got City winning.
Yeah, basically clean sweep.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Watch them lose.
Yeah, watch it be like
That would be
4-0.
crazy, bro. Our knowledge gone right there.
Yeah.
But anyways, there you have it, guys. That is our combined 11 of City and Chelsea. Let us
Not
know what you guys.
Liverpool?
No Stevie G in there. Let us know what you guys think. Like we said, there are a couple of players in there. So Sterling, Mahrez, and then the coach as well, Guardiola and Mourinho, that you guys can decide. This is our first episode. We appreciate any feedback. Like, subscribe from Footy Gents, me, Eris, Jasser, Parsa. Take it easy, and we look forward to seeing you guys again, okay? Bye.